truck's full of stuff. Sarah's here to help me unload the sheetrock because it's really heavy. Get it into the house, and I don't think I'm gonna hang any sheetrock today, but I do want to start clearing the main living room. Something I've been putting off for a while. What I want to do is get all of this wood, all of this, to the barn. Do you want to record us a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station.
Hi, Ellie. What you playing with?
I've been searching
What is it?
for the right one.
A lizard? Yeah. Is it trying to
I
get
was ready
sleep?
for
Smile for the camera. What are you doing, Jace? Taking off all the scraps. Oh, cool.
my perfect love. You were out there going solo. You've been running with the wild ones. You were ready for something more.
This blew away.
Something more. Something
Heavy?
more. Something more.
This is as clean as this big living room has ever been. It was a lot of work. But now I'll be able to put up sheetrock. Feels good. This room just feels like a whole new world. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. Sarah helps as much as she can. She's a hard worker. She doesn't get to help very much, but when she does, she loves it. I don't expect this to go extremely easy, but let's find out. Tonight's only dealing with half of a sheet. Oh, I didn't push it all the way tight to the beam. Funny. Well, that looks pretty good though, so I'm just gonna move it now. Hard part might be over because the light is done. I'm happy with that. This is our main living room. This is what we've always called it, main living room. Used to be a dining room right here and a hallway, and there was a wall right here, and then there was a kitchen. They had their kitchen in this area. We busted the wall down and made it one big room again, which it always was one big room because there used to be a huge fireplace right here. The major problem with this floor really is how this fireplace used to obviously come up through it. Somebody took that down. I bet you it was somebody. Here goes the pencil. I bet you it was the person that did all the work in the 60s is the one who took that fireplace out. That's just my guess. I think I've done some stuff off camera, so I'm going to quickly go through that with the camera, and then I can kind of maybe voice over and get everybody up to date with the sheetrock. Obviously over here you can see this is where we're kind of planning the TV. I went and buried a 2-inch PVC pipe in the wall. I think smart TVs nowadays are wireless, but I don't have a smart TV like that. So I just buried a pipe, and I think that's going to end up coming in pretty handy. And then obviously you can see I put a plug up here so we can plug the TV up here. So anyway, what will result from this is no wires going from the TV down to the TV stand. I took this beam out from upstairs. It's 7 foot and I needed it to be 8 foot. So all I did was I notched in, I put another, you know, it's actually 13 inches. I think I notched in there. And now I've got, basically I wanted to have the same look of a beam here as I do over there. When we moved to the other side of the house to get our kitchen and other stuff done over there, this is going to be our entrance to the kitchen, that right there. And this, I will cut this sheetrock back and actually piece in a piece, and this will end up being just wall. This will not be an opening in the future. I hope that makes sense. I probably bumbled through that. It's a little early in the morning for me to be talking. These two spaces, the two houses, I guess is what I always refer to. The addition and then the original stone house, they've never been one. They've never been one. That whole addition was built as a in-law suite, and then I think once it was done being an in-law suite and, you know, other people bought the house or whatever, they always used it as a rental. We are going to combine the two houses and make it one big house. I think I've said that and explained that quite a few times now, but not everybody watches every second of every video. So I have to kind of reiterate. Yeah. This will be the door to the kitchen. And then you can see my other beam here. I think that helps tie it all together. There was a little bit of me that kind of wants to like put a beam all the way across from beam to beam and then put in these little cross things and stuff and really like beam it out in there, but too much beam happens nowadays. So I'm going to beam it down and just kind of like, I'm going to try to beam it to a certain level where I'm beamed perfectly, but not beamed too much. I don't want to beam it. I don't want to over beam it. Over beaming happens. Okay, I'm going to get new batteries in my camera because the batteries are going bad, and get sheetrocking.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more.
Wow, fits good. Just gotta cut the rest of this box out because I always cut them a little small and I trim them by hand. Yeah, that's way better. I wish all of them drove that easily, but they just don't. I mean, that's pleasant. Almost, you could say, enjoyable. I'm fairly 100% sure I just did that whole wire thing without the mic on. Ooh. That's my internet cable coming up from the basement. All I had to do was add a little female adapter, and then I ran it behind the studs, and then I ran it right out of this tube, the bottom of the tube. So that's good. And I'm just gonna start laying some more sheets. Who would like to bet that those are all in the right spot? Put your bets in the comment below. Oh, that's like the crookedest line ever. I don't even... Okay, so that's pretty good there. Yeah, so I went to use my table saw and plug it in here, and for some reason my plug was covered up. I completely forgot all about it.
To the river we go, leave our worries on the shore and drift away. On the river we know, sometimes the perfect words are never said. I spilled my coffee, I don't feel like talking, my worries just keep growing by the day. I need a moment where the green and blue appear, to spin a rock and watch the ricochet. To the river we go, leave our worries on the shore and drift away. On the river we know, sometimes the perfect words are left unsaid. You could change your mind when you're intertwined with the water and the waves. As I grow older, well, that boat I'll never sail. It works better than the pills the doctor gave.
Woo! It took me about 2 weeks of weekends and working at night, but the sheetrock is completely 100% on the walls and ready for first coat. I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk you around. We can all celebrate together. I'll go to the small living room first. Most of you have already seen this. I know there's a lot of stuff in this room right now, but it just kind of has been the go-to for everything. I got the second and final layer around the bathroom. Some people, I can't say that actually. I think one person commented that my seams weren't correct here, but it's like, I don't think they understood that I'm doing 2 coats. 2 layers, I should say. I've screwed into all my joists and everything. And we did 2 layers because we wanted to have the best sound deadening possible. And not to beat the sound deadening horse to death, but on the inside of this bathroom, these walls are all sheetrocked with double layer sheetrock also. So 2 layers of sheetrock here and 2 out here. Nookie area is done. What little bit of the hallway I had to do is done. And we've got front of the house, the large living room, these ceiling areas, there's one more of those over here, and then as you saw maybe on Instagram, I put this beam in here. We've decided to use the old brick, and we're gonna brick and mortar those spots in right there. What that will look like is kind of the way it is. My floor joists here go into my stone wall. So instead of putting maybe wood or sheetrock up in these 4 spots, we're going to put brick. Same with over here. All my old brick from the chimney that we demoed. This was a lot of work just to hang it, but it's done. Oh yeah, the stairway. One thing that you can see here that's interesting is this little door. The kids wanted me to put a little door under the stairs. They didn't think I was going to, but I did. And what that is a Harry Potter thing. I don't really know. I haven't personally read the books, but I think Harry Potter like lived under a stairway or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that all in there for them, and they'll love it. And then someday for Sarah and I, it'll just be storage maybe, or a place I can hide. And then just tonight, I ran to the local store here Nothing says Sheetrock Pro as much as going there and buying one of everything. So I literally was like, oh, I need mixers, corner tool, a knife, one of these patchy things which I might use, and I got some metal reinforced tape, oh yeah, sandpaper, sanding thingamajig. No surprise here, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I've only mudded that bathroom down here that I just showed you. I think it turned out pretty good, but I know there's errors, but I learned a little bit, so I think I can do this. I really do. It gives me cold chills in a way because this is about what the house is gonna look like and feel like. I mean, obviously we have a lot more stuff to do, including like the wainscoting and the trim and the windows and stuff, but this gives you the full perspective, that full feel of the space, and I like it. I really like it. It's a nice big house for me and my family, and I for the first time, I can say I am really looking forward to moving in. I know that sounds silly, like I've always looked forward to moving in, but at the same time, I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to do this the way I want to do it and do it right once. But now that I see this, it's like, ooh, this is going to be nice. And I kind of just want to get it done. But I have a long ways to go. And I'm not going to try to kid myself in thinking that this is going to be done quickly, because it's not. My plan is to do the rough mudding and the corners and maybe the first coat in one day. Maybe 2 days. I don't know how long that will take me. It'll take me a little while. When I'm done with that, I think I'm going to say timeout on the mudding. And I'm going to go downstairs in the basement and I'm going to do something with this rock wool insulation and some 2x4s I got over there. We're going to do something that needs to be done. We're going to insulate one wall down there and build some really good shelves. So then I can get, bad example kind of, but get all of this kind of stuff down there. Definitely get all that kind of stuff down there. You know, kind of declutter the house once and for all with tools. I mean, every window is a catch-all for stuff. And if I can get rid of it, then it'll just give me peace of mind, I guess, that it's finally done. And then it'll also kind of give me the room and the space I need in order to start trimming the windows out. And it will clear the floor for me to do the floor in here. It's just so weird to be able to start talking about what floor we want to do. Because I think there's been times where I just didn't think I was going to get this far. I got to be honest with you guys. Like, I know that I've been doing this for 3 years, and you think that at some point I'd start feeling confident with my abilities to do something. There's so many nights where I just lay by myself and I think to myself, I hope I can get to the finish line. And I feel like I'm getting there. When I started, I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I have a better idea now, or at least I've learned that I can do things I didn't think that I could do. But I think I can do it. I really do. And a big part of that, guys, a big part of that is the motivation I get from YouTube, from all of you watching. I just thank every single one of you that watch the videos and drop a good comment. Hit the thumbs up. I look at those things. I don't get caught up on the analytics, but I do look at those things. And when I can see that people are rooting me on and enjoying this, it just makes me want to come here and do more, to record more and share more. I think I would have gotten so discouraged by now without having all of you to share this with. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm so thankful for all of you. It's just the motivation I get from you guys and the amount that some of you can build me up is just irreplaceable with anything else. It really is. So thank you. But as you know, I can ramble jamble, especially when I'm tired. So I'm going to get going. It's been a long evening. But that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up. And I guess if you want to help grow the channel, maybe share it. Share the video on Facebook or something. I think that will introduce me to a lot of other people like you. And I could always use even more encouragement. I really could. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time I turn the camera on. Have a good night.
To the river we go. Leave our worries on the shore and drift away. On the river we know. Sometimes the perfect words are left unsaid. You could change your mind when you're intertwined with the water and the waves. As I grow